And
Fuck.
and you.
Why can't I draw no more?
What do you mean? You're on.
Uh,
And we're
what?
live.
Oh, the color of my fucking pen changed to be very near to the paper color.
Help,
That's
help,
why.
Help! Help!
What do you, help?
No, it's okay. I fixed it.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Oh my god. I need to off of this computer.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to OC Happy Hour. We didn't do one last month. I think the last one we did was February.
Was it February?
Let me look at Notesbook.
End of February, yes.
End of February.
Yes, end of February.
End of February.
Yes. That was our special awesome cast episode.
February.
February. And now we're back.
February.
Framulous. Crambuberry.
Krampulous.
We better get started before Lyra fucking passes out.
Welcome to Yappy Hour. It's Yappy Hour Lyra time.
Yep.
Because I didn't get a wink of
wink.
last night for some fucking reason. Went to bed at 9 p.m. and my body went, you get to stare at the ceiling for the next 8 to 10 hours. I went, fuck you. So, evil indeed.
Evil.
Eval. Pop it open.
Oh, come on, Discord.
Discord.
Give me. Pop out. Oh, Discord, do you want to work so bad?
Ooh, Discord, you want to work so
I was
bad.
looking for my presentation 5 minutes ago. I almost had a panic attack because I could not find it. I was like, did I not do it at all? Was everything I did yesterday a fever dream? What the fuck?
But now you're here.
It's okay, it's here, it's right there.
And it's real.
I added it onto the last presentation I did. That's why I couldn't find it. So, we are here.
You're here.
Welcome. We made some progress. A little bit of progress. So I took humor me. Hold my hand. I took the Joe March approach, as I called it, while I was giggling to myself yesterday doing this. If anyone has ever seen the 2018 version of Little Women, they know the famous scene of towards the end of Joe March writing the entirety of her book in a handful of nights, and while she was doing that, she laid out all her papers on the floor. I do not have a room like that where I could just leave it there, so I had to put it down, take pictures, and then pick it back up. So, but it's the Joe March technique, as I called it. So, this is what I've printed, what I've done little edits and notes on and stuff like that, as well as a new notebook I bought myself to write in, because sitting at my computer, despite it being gorgeous now, with the new setup, I could not for the life of me, for some reason, type anymore. So, just going over what I have so far and some thoughts I've had was, I have a prologue, which isn't just a single chapter. I'm doing something I have never seen in a book before, so I hope this works. It might be a little unique. It just feels like it's better to have multiple little prologues than one big chapter prologue. So this one, which is titled Prologue, ignored the chapter titles on the pages. It's gonna get confusing very fast. So, this is the titular catalyst event for all the stories. This is where it starts for everyone. This is in Vivian's POV. It's gonna stay that way because she was the only witness there to witness it. So, other than other characters, tertiary characters. So, introduces the primary home base town. So, the community and the culture of that town is lightly touched upon. I don't want to change anything in this one. I'm very happy with this one. So now we have chapter 2. So this is part of the prologue still. This is the morning after the catalyst event. We're still in Vivian's POV. This chapter, as I was looking through it, establishes the relationship between Vivian. Her name is Vivian, and Sharika. So that relationship is important for context, like later contexts and interactions that I have notes on. This also establishes Vivian's before mindset for the story. Like, who was she at the very start? Who do you have a feeling of, like, who is she going to become? So not like the who's she going to become by the end, but who is she going to become in the next couple chapters or the next year or so. So overall, I'm okay with this chapter. Although originally this chapter was one big story, I had to split it into 2. So that's where this one came in. It's the continuation of the last, with a pinch of dramatic irony for the readers to hold on to through the whole story. Something that Vivian knows and the readers know, but the characters might never know. You don't know how that's going to play out. So I have to look back at these 2. I'm okay with them, but I have to look back at these 2 because I feel like I can shorten it. But there's another part of me that feels like it's okay to have 2 of these instead of 1 because of how I've overlaid the next chapters. So the next one is Talmai's introduction, so it's his POV. Establishes a bit of his situation, like where he starts, and some of like his backstory, which you're not gonna really go deep into, but I just wanted to. I wrote this chapter as a juxtaposition to the last 2, where that one is like, those are about mass loss and how people grieve with that, compared to this, which is a personal loss, and like how a person grieves with that. So they kind of just like, how do you grieve over many deaths versus how do you grieve over just a few personal losses. So this one establishes, again, Talmai's situation and like just where he's coming from, but it's not something we're gonna dive deep into because I don't find it extremely important unless I somehow find it an importance for it later down the line. But it's just kind of like, this is who he is. And it also establishes the relationship between Talmai and Flora. So the next one is the one that jumps forward to present day. This is 3 years after the prior 4 chapters. So we're jumping forward, still in Talmai's POV, because now it's like, okay, so that's where they started. Now we're going to jump forward a little bit and establish starting positions. I can't do that with Vivian for reasons. So, but I can do that with Talmai and Flora because that's where the snowball starts rolling. So Talmai, this is definitely establishes more of Talmai's starting position in the story as a whole. How he's like an apprentice of the Eyes of Saren and stuff like that before, like, trying to become an initiate. So it just establishes his before mindset, and we get a little bit more of a proper view of what his personality is going to look like. So then I have the next one. So somewhat of a continuation of the last one. except this is just Flora's POV, so we kind of like jump like a couple buildings over because they're in different locations in the same city. So we just jump to Flora's. Oh. We just jumped to how Flora is doing. You okay?
Yeah. Knock over everything.
No. But yeah, so this one establishes. It gives you a slight establishing preview of Vivian, possibly a little after what you've already read of her. So I don't have the date set in stone just yet, but I do believe it's after all of that. This establishes Flora and Vivian's relationship. Part of this establishes Flora's starting position in the story. So, and Flora's before mindset and her personality and where she's, like, her feet are standing right then. So, after that is another experimental piece, other than the multiple chapter prologue, is I wrote a case file for the investigation that Flora and Talmai are going to be looking into. So this was started by Shrika, followed up by Vivian, restarted by Talmai and Flora. So this is like the pinnacle point of, all right, this is the case file that they're all going to be working on, and this is where the story starts pushing momentum forward. So, but I wanted to give the readers context of like, this is all the information, instead of sprinkling it through dialogue through like the first couple chapters after this. So I wanted the readers to actually have the physical case file so they can see it themselves as well. So now we're into part 1, which is like chapter 1, chapter 8, whatever. So we're returning to the home base town, Hopewell, where everything started. So we already saw like the establishment of that in the prologue. So this establishes the beginnings of Talmai and Flora's side of the investigation and what they're going to be doing. Introduces the first instances of what I was calling cracks in a perfect glass. Like, you have this town that comes off as like friendly and welcoming, but there's some undertones there that you're like, this is a little concerning. So this also foreshadows the future introduction to Callan. So this is the first chapter you see him in. So, and then I have the one after, which is the last one I was properly trying to write before I started losing my mind with double job shifts and chaos. This was supposed to be a continuation of the last chapter. Foreshadows the introduction of Estelle. Set this on fire and need to rewrite it. Other than that, the extra legwork I've done is I've written about 2 to 3 more chapters. They're not complete chapters, it's more like snippets for the chapters. These chapters are the primary focus for these. We're pulling the group together through the certain events. So like having Vivian, Flora, and Talmai sit down for the first time in years. So a fight here or there, or just something like finally moving towards a place where I can finally pull Estelle and Callan into this as well. I haven't meshed that into a group dynamic, but that was the last thing I was working on. Like, I finally figured out how Flora and Talmai are gonna get to location B from location A. So, other than that, most of this writing is playing with POVs as well, just figuring out who it's probably gonna be told by. I've written it through head hopping, which is going to be extremely annoying in the future, but that's a different problem for a different day. I just think about it and it makes me want to fucking vomit. It's such a bad writing habit. So, but yeah, so these writings are just to establish the dynamic between Flora, Talmai, and Vivian and how they feel right now. Because I have the establishing dynamic chapters already between Estelle and Callan. I I just need to get all 5 of them together. And that's where I'm moving on to the next piece. But yeah, so this... I also wrote the piece that introduces the final lead for the rest of the story and where it's going to pull them and how it pulls into part 2 and stuff like that, and how they meet Eva and all of that. So I'm writing down the plot points, but in snippets instead of just plotting it, because my brain doesn't work off plotting. If I just write plot points, but I don't describe what those are or what they look like, I lose focus on them, and then I just have a bunch of things in front of me, and I'm like, I don't know if this works or not. So, but yeah. We made some progress. So, had a very busy couple months. So, but we're getting there. Getting back on track. I have 2 trusty pens. One says you got this, and the other one says stay focused.
Nice.
So
I'm glad to see an increasingly solid story structure. It's looking good.
Yay.
It's looking real.
Woo, woo.
Yay. Man,
It is.
it's I'm not a plot person, so it's hard for me to, like, I have all the points, but like I said, if I don't describe the points, then I'm like, I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. So,
Oh yeah.
because I
You're
tried
laying these brick by brick, and it is finally paying off.
because
the wall's starting to
tried
stand,
your
yeah.
flashcard thing, pal, and I've tried it multiple times now. Every time I've done it, I've looked at them and I've gone, I don't understand what I was trying to say on this card. So, and I have like 3 different piles here. It's not working. I learned. It works a little bit to get a jumping point, and then I'm just like, I feel like I'm trying to plot something out and I don't even know what I'm trying to plot. So, I'm just like, hold on. So that's why I got the notebook, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna write the snippets as they come into my head, and this is how we'll plot it. So I actually have the beginnings of each chapter. I just have to expand on them when I get to them. So
I see, I see. Yeah.
The head hopping is gonna be my nightmare in the future, though. So do a whole presentation on head hopping and why it's bad. It's a bad habit. So yeah.
A babbit.
It is just what it is. We'll just have to deal with it later. But yeah.
Yep.
That's where we're at.
Well, thank you.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Forming together, ball of dough. Slowly finding methods that work.
Yay. I've just been doing one-sided papers so I can take notes on the other side.
Yeah,
Exhibit
that's good.
D being the map I had to draw because I didn't have the map in front of me and I was too lazy to look up the map while I was writing. I was like, I don't fucking know what this map looks like anymore.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yahoo.
I like looking at your writing and go, oh, you do the same thing.
Well, like what?
Where you like start writing fast and then it like starts, it's like half cursive, half not.
Yeah,
because if I was sending Crow pictures of my notebook and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Because
this
then...
is...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, like it starts off neat and then I like stop paying attention and I just like go and then words are like half in cursive and then I like start removing letters from things and annotating.
So I'm gonna call this exhibit A, B, C, and D, and we're gonna go from top left, top right, to bottom left, bottom right. So top right is A. I look at that page and I go, okay, I can read that to an extent, but I have this habit of if I mess up spelling a word, I won't scribble out the word and rewrite it. I will just write the correct spelling over top of it. You see girls, where it was originally GIRSL. I just wrote LS, so I reversed it on top of it. I was just like, oh, okay. And if you look at Exhibit B, there's a lot of scribbles over there. Obviously, I don't fucking even know what I was writing. So I took that picture more for the note on the side that just say Flora and Thelma I played dumb till they get all the info they want. Oh, there's like, I think a note somewhere on one of these that says spell check this because
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, Zalea, I have no idea if I'm spelling Zalea right. That's the sister tribe to the Eleza. The one that was massacred, so I'm just like, okay. But yeah, so Exhibit C, for example, spell check. If you go down to the bottom, it's supposed to say we found a message. That's not a we. It's a V-E. So we
found a we see.
And the said doesn't even have an S, it's just an A.D. So with a scribble, so but yeah, this is my quick handwriting, or as the kids will call it, my chicken scratch. So that they don't like when I write like this because they can't read it. So when I give them notes on their papers and essays and stuff like that, they'll be like,
no, you used the bad writing.
So although one of the fourth graders did look at me today and go, you have really nice handwriting, despite the fact that the handwriting that she was complimenting was like planned, and like I'd have written out this like one sentence 8 times. So I was just like, oh, thanks. So, and then I looked at 2 other kids who were in my group, my classroom 2 years ago when I first started working for the school district, and I looked at them and I went, I thanked her, and I looked up. See, she likes my handwriting. 2 years ago, you said my handwriting was crap, and they were like, "What? We did?" I was just like, "Yeah." So.
Here we go.
But we have progress. So, and I'm doing the one page. I showed this to you Fawn the other day. Doing the one side page writing only because the notes on the other side help with some extra little things here and there. That, and I just hate writing on that side when I'm writing story stuff. So, but yeah, so we're just gonna keep trucking along, see if I did tell Pal as well over the weekend. I've been conducting a lot of social and psychological experiments at the moment. Nothing bad. Just curiosity stuff. Spring break was last week. It took me, what did I say, pal? 4.5 days.
4.5 days, yeah.
To decompress enough to sit down and write more than I've written in nearly 4 months. So, just like, this is bad. Because I was just like, okay, spring break started, did all my chores, put together a new desk, put together a new computer setup, like, calm down. All of this felt like therapeutic, just going through the motions of like, I'm in no rush, I'm not doing anything. And then finally, when I was just like, all right, I think we're solid ground here, finally my brain was like clear enough where I was just like, I actually have an idea, and I started writing. I was just like, this 4.5 days. It took me 4.5 fucking days to decompress enough to be like, okay. So
yeah,
where I could breathe.
Right.
So yeah, where I could breathe enough where I didn't have to worry about like a deadline hanging over my head or like anything else. Just like, I have to do this for work, I have to do this for that thing, this thing, blah blah blah, just over like everything and above. So it's hard to do that in a 2.5 day span, and that's all I have for weekends. So but yeah, so maybe I can shorten that. Maybe I will try to find the best spaces possible to just keep doing this. So the notebook will just be carried with me for whenever I need it. And that's how we're gonna continue for right now. So,
Good.
yeah.
Good. Yes and yay.
Yes, indeed.
So thank you. We made progress. Made some progress.
Tis good. It's good progress.
Yahoo! I did like, the last thing I'll say, I did like doing these, my little Joe March, like, setup, where I just went through each chapter, reread it, and took notes on, like, what I liked, what I didn't like, made some edits. Like, okay, we're good here, good there. Just, and giving myself a purpose of, like, okay, I understand why I wrote this. So
Yeah.
like Talmai's first chapter, for example, juxtaposing the last two chapters where it's mass loss compared to personal loss and the types of grief that go with them. So
yeah, it sounds like in doing that, not only are you like giving yourself more physical things to look at, which I know helps you, but it's also like in doing that you're solidifying, like we said, like you're solidifying the foundations of what your work is a lot more. And it's like easing you into tying everything together easier.
Yeah, I think these first handful of chapters, I was like, I enjoyed them, but I was unsure of a couple of them. But rereading them this past week, I was just like, no, I got this. I think I'm good. So the prologue is solid, settled. There might be there's a handful of edits I have to make, and I have to add dates and stuff like that. So other than that, we're good.
He's good.
Yahoo!
Yay!
One day I will make a presentation on the building blocks of creative writing. So my brain is like, I don't even know where to start. Teacher! Lesson 1. Right. That's it. So, lesson 1, write and write what you know. There you go. So, everybody go, yes. So, and move on.
Yes. Very good.
But, so, that is it.
We didn't establish an order.
Oh.
Yeah, I just established. I'll go first, and yeah, might pop out of stream, but I'll watch the live stream and give notes as long as I can stay awake. So.
Yeah, brother.
Brother. You.
What?
You.
I was gonna take out a triangle and roll it.
Okay. You can take out a triangle.
There we go. I lost a triangle. The worst one to lose. Oh. 1, 2, 3.
I'll be 2.
3.
Okay. 1 then. Oh. It's 1.
Yeah, you.
Okay. Okay, hold the phone.
Hold the foam.
Hold the phone. We're gonna do. How do I? Hold on, I have to remember how this works. I have to remember how this works. capture this. Okay. The window capture move mold over there. Window capture, remove mold.
Remove mold.
Computer,
Computer.
remove mold.
Make it so.
We're just gonna quick, like a, oh my god. So, we've talked about this project before a little bit. It's been like a year, but whatever. Because it's been a year, just do a quick little, rerun of what it is. Which essentially the reason that we haven't talked about it, but I have worked on stuff, is because it is like a mystery thing, and like I don't want to like put it anywhere findable about like what the actual like things in the story is, because like the main massive 2 plot points about it is that you're not supposed to know what it is.
Yeah.
So as to say, I have been working on things. I have started, instead of this is the big step, instead of having 8 million notes like separated between like Discord chats and notes apps and separate little like sticky notes on things, I've started putting it all in one notebook.
Ooh.
I have a singular notebook.
Okay.
Followed in your footsteps. I just figured, fuck it, get a singular new notebook.
Singular notebook. Yeah, I'm using a pretty notebook that Lyra got me. Usually I have an issue not wanting to use pretty notebooks because they're pretty. I don't want to waste them. And I feel like I'm going to waste them stupidly somehow. Just by using them. So this is my exposure therapy. Don't mind me 1 second. I'm just putting this image somewhere so it's visible on something. Cool. There we go. Because I guess technically that is something that I worked on. Yeah, so if anybody's listening, it's supposed to be a podcast, story, audio drama? Is that the technical term?
Audio drama, yeah.
I guess. It's a story. It's a space story. It's a space planet story. It's both of those at the same time. And here we are. It takes place on my made-up world around my made-up star. With my silly little company. Kasari is the planet that it is, which is K2533, which is its actual quote name, because it has to do with the star that it's going around. Yeah, research teams go into the planet studying the different flora and fauna on the planet, looking at all these organisms, seeing what's going on. Sorry, a silly little planet is different. Yeah, here we go. Talk about my star, orbiting my silly little star that is K2M1N, which is of course K2 star. So it's dimmer, I think. Yes. And so everything is more like bluishy purple color. And the planet itself has a lot of copper and malachite veins. So a lot of the water is toxic, and the water is also kind of more like greenish-y tinted because of like the large amount of it in it. And I just like bioluminescence, so it has it
Hell
and I
yes.
guess you could say that bioluminescence is, there's more of it here because blah blah blah, the star it's dimmer and it's darker and blah 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 blah. Make more sense. But yeah, stuff, and you are mainly just gonna be hearing one character who is Amami El Taiki. This is slightly wrong on this slide because this makes it sound like her job is less than it is, I think. Because she's not like a lab assistant. I feel like sometimes if you think, oh, just like lab assistant, then it's like somebody who's like there learning or something like that. It's just, you know, she's just not like in charge of stuff. She's just working on the team. It's got
Lab tech.
Lab tech, yeah. That is actually one of the funny lines that I have in my brain for in there somewhere. is being like lab technician, not just a technician. Because she has to fix a bunch of things that she doesn't know how to fix. Themes is sci-fi, futuristic, and mystery. Like I said, a big part of it is mystery, and the other big part is that is horror. It's supposed to be horror, cosmic bliss. I need to open my book because I wrote down a different term that I stumbled across that made a lot of sense. Ecosystemic horror.
Ecosystemic horror.
Yes. Which is a newer made-up term for more horror and stuff. Is essentially like based around the ecosystem and how all of it works and the terror of a unknown ecosystem, basically. What's actually happening? Tragedy has taken over the crew. Mami is the only one left. She has to deal with that. And she can't communicate with the main ship that is in orbit, question mark. I think they're further away than that, but like out, not on the planet. So she has to figure out how to reconnect like communication systems and get everything to work, which essentially eventually is going to lead to her needing to try and go to a different outpost to try and get help with that because it's not working. Yeah, it's gonna be done in the style of message recordings that she is making with just like the vague hope that something will kick back on and they will upload and get to the ship. So that somebody will see it. I don't know what it is. Okay. Vague outline is like Mamie in Outpost, she her trying to, it goes for like from survival to like exploration to the big stuff happening. So it was her at the Outpost trying to get things working again, making sure that stuff is like functioning enough for her to live while she's there trying to get things working again. And at the same time, because she doesn't have access to all of like the company files and stuff, kind of just like reiterating and documenting the stuff that she does know about the planet in case she needs to go back to it to like to remember something or to check her own facts, which I figure is kind of like a sneaky like in story way to establish world building and what is happening and like what the place, like how it functions. And I mean, it also then would like gives context to things that happen later, because after that, like I said, she decides that she's gonna have to go to different outposts to try and get help because things aren't working.
Mhm.
So that involves a lot of the world, and figuring things out. Yeah. This I put thingy here because I made a little, what is this? Emblem.
Mission patch.
Mission patch. Daedalus company thing. Yeah. Yeah. Still, these are still relevant.
Yeah.
These have been relevant since the day this idea came up. Thanks.
Yay! Yay!
So,
Woohoo!
that's that. Now I need to figure out how to work something.
Something
Something
gonna happen.
Something gonna happen. Something gonna happen real quick.
Something gonna happen really fucking quick.
Really quick. I turn off the music. How do I want this thing little mini, yes. Okay.
VLC media player.
Huh? Huh?
VLC media player.
Where is my Discord tab? Help!
Help me.
Help! Help! Help!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay. So that if then not stop, change screen 1. Okay. Have volume on.
Yes.
Have volume on your thing. On, yes.
Yes.
On Discord watching.
Yes.
Ugh. Forgive me, technology. Hi, here's my little thing.
Mm.
A key. I actually think I'm gonna take my own headphones off while this plays, because I'm gonna throw up. In metaphor throw up.
Okay.
I don't like listening to stuff. But yeah, pal, you know this because I asked you to record a couple of things really quick.
Smile.
Smiler. Big push for getting this done was wanting to show have something to show that yes, I was working on stuff, since I can't really show anything. This is an audio format project. And I can't show my notes.
Here's a screenshot of a waveform.
Yeah. And I can't show my notes for it because one, you can't know the stuff that's happening in it. And two, I sent a picture of my notes in our Discord and you can't read that. So I can't share things that way. And also because I wrote up I went, wow, I'm gonna stop having all of the notes in my brain and put them down for the real on something.
Yes.
And then I did that, and I showed it to some people that aren't a part of this, and they went, yeah, that looks like a good start, a good outline. I went, no, it's not a start.
No.
This has been over a year. This is
Oh,
just an
over
outline.
over a year's a start. It's a
I went, no. This is no.
it's
This
an
is a solid tangible thing.
It's a
This isn't
thing.
just vague ideas put into it. This is solid and like step by step I know what's happening in it.
It's an outline.
So
That's the plan.
I did
They
a
want a
thing.
script.
So I did a thing. I did a little thing. You can consider it a trailer. First pass of a trailer. Of sorts. I'm thinking talking about process real quick. I am going to make the thing. Yes. But to share the thing just because I know how long it takes for me to do some stuff. Nothing is going to actually like be put forth until I have like a backlog of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need to be able to rely on having a backlog in case there is like I can't work on something because I'm too busy or because I'm not feeling well. So I need to be able to have a backlog to be like, all right, it's been like a week or 2 weeks or whatever. Here's the next thing.
Yeah.
Just in case I don't have the time or the energy to be able to do it. So I will be working on stuff, but not actually sharing anything until there's like, I don't know, 4, 5, I don't know, 6, 7, I don't know.
Damn it.
But yeah. But also part of that is like in these sorts of things you would have trailers. Or just like little snippets and stuff. And I was talking with Crow? Question mark. Yeah, I think it was just with Crow. About what to do for that. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. I think TMA they have trailers before they release the first season. I think that they have like there was like a couple of them, if I remember correctly. I think there was a couple of them, and that they weren't just like snippets of shit that's gonna happen in it, but they were like kind of like prequel stuff, or just like little like things. Like I think one of them is like moving in to like the archives or something, like picking up stuff and like, oh shit, here we are. Or I'm misremembering that as part of an episode, but also I know there is one, at least one, that is like unrelated stuff that is a quote trailer for the next season. So yeah, so I wrote up a little thingy that is like to establish some stuff, but also like not actually be a thing that is like expanded upon more in an episode, so to say. And anyways, we're gonna hope that this plays and isn't either too loud or too quiet. Because technology hate me. Want to just not show me a volume thing? Cool. All right.
Decontamination complete.
Oh my stars, Saif!
Hi. Took you long enough?
Took long? What? We have to clean everything we're taking to pack it up for
I'm
the
not
trip.
hearing anything.
How long were you there?
Long enough to
I'm
finish
hearing
my
things.
last report.
File upload complete.
And
hear
for the
that.
file to upload.
I hope that means you're hungry then. Dr. Meislin has us packing equipment before the daylights even begin switching over.
Oh, lots more prep work to go surface side than we thought, it seems. It's gonna be a long 6 months.
Careful, say it like that and I might think you'll miss us.
No, just lamenting the fact that you and Waylon get to see all that Carceri has to offer up close.
It's only what Section 92 has to offer. Plus, plenty of samples will be sent back up here for you and the others to play with before we're even back.
It would be better to get to observe it all in person instead.
Oh, hush. Maybe our team will be picked for the next expedition. There's going to be one going down halfway through our time, isn't there?
Yes, but that's in one of the oceanic zones. Nothing for a botanist like little old me there.
Yes, sir. Back to labs with an extra 3 large coffees for you after lunch. Right. Shorter break than I thought then. Let's get going. Hello? I don't know if this is working correctly, but this red light should mean that it's at least recording, even if the broadcast cannot get out. So, if anyone is listening to this, I am Amy El Taiki, lab assistant under Waylon Meislin for Daedalus Research Expedition 633A to Section 92, Northeastern Hemisphere of K2533, also known as Kasari. We of the research teams have been sent out to different biomes of the planet by our company Daedalus. Our goal is here to study and document the flora and fauna of the differing biomes of Kasari, and we are to look into how environments and life evolve and change on planets lacking sapient life. And I am the last one left. Meow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah, anyways.
I'm smiling. I'm smiling about it.
Yeah, very good.
Very good.
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 Anyways.
Telephone.
Phone.
What?
What?
Okay.
But yeah, I like it. I want more.
Papa, me want more movie.
I want more movie, thank you.
More movie.
More movie.
Yeah. Anyways.
And I had fun providing voice work for it.
Yeah.
Yump.
Yeah.
Yub. And I even smiled.
And I spoiler it all. Yeah. There's, yeah, more.
More.
The
It's
list I
going.
gave you to ask for stuff was very, like, this is just what I could think of in the minute of what I could
Oh,
possibly
yeah, no.
need. So,
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I figured I would be getting.
but, yeah.
Yeah, cool. And you have the plan, and you have it, and you got it. And yeah.
And,
You know what
yeah.
you know what the hell gonna happen. And what the hell gonna happen is pretty fun. Depending on, I mean, it's kind of fun by definition.
Subjectively.
From the perspective of the readers.
Yes. Fun depending on
The
where
Walking
you stand.
Dead is not that fun for Rick Grubb, but who knows? Maybe he's into it.
Yeah, maybe he's. Yeah.
Maybe this is why he was hoping for all this time. He's a weekend survivalist. Now he gets to put all of his knowledge to the test. I don't know where I'm going with this bit anymore.
I don't know either.
I'm gonna stop.
Flip a coin to see who goes next.
Actually, can I go next? Only because I gotta get up.
Sure.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Bubba.
Ba-ba-ba-ba. Norton.
Ed Norton is here.
Edward. Norton.
He's here to play the Hulk.
Oh.
He did.
No, but only that one time.
Right, that was kind of weird.
Yeah. Cause they were like, hey, do you want to be in the Hulk movie? He was like, cool. There's like, do you want to be in this like multi-movie crazy ass franchise? And he's like, fuck no. I got other shit that I'd rather do as Ed Norton.
As Ed Norton, who is me.
It's me.
So, I haven't like got a whole lot. It's mainly just art. But so I kind of worked on like a new kind of NPC. It's kind of like a flagship character. We've already kind of got kind of a flagship enemy with the Warhounds. So I wanted to make kind of like an opposing thing to that, a kind of character that you could put on the front of like manuals or guides, while the Warhounds would go on the front of like monster manuals and stuff like that. So yeah, I was just kind of working on this character. Took like a couple of different like iterations of designs, but I've kind of slowly been settling on this design.
Hi, Doctor. Hope you're doing well.
Still not sure about the hammer. I kind of like it. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. I like the missing hand.
Like resubsync.
I kind of want to like kind of make this character embody some of the kind of the ethos of what Morak is all about. And so kind of like, you know, concepts of like perseverance through terrible odds, kind of loss of kind of loss of self, loss of, limbs and all that stuff. And just kind of, endurance. Some more artwork. So yeah, there's just kind of like a little bit of artwork depicting some of the death cults. So they're kind of like a general kind of enemy that you can use. I wanted something that could kind of fit into any kind of little campaign that you might want to make for yourself. So these kind of death cults who worship Morak and kind of idolize him and his evil deeds, kind of want to be more like him. These cults, they, commit acts of severe violence and torture to emulate their god Morak. Bloodletting, burning, flagellation, and cannibalism are pretty common oblations to the son of Sodom, as Morak is called. They can act as enemies in almost any portion of the campaign, and they can kind of be used in any kind of like in any kind of setting in Morak you'd want. For promotional art, like I said, I haven't really done much except just kind of make more art. So yeah, there's not much else to this. More promotional art. To be honest, I've been kind of burnt out and everything, so it has all been kind of all over the place. What the fuck did I write here? Investigate the investigate the final that has finally. Feifel goes west in American Tale Before Time. Broke Magunga. Enemy showcase Ikiki.
What happened?
I wrote this while I was like on break this morning. I don't really remember like any of the stuff I fucking added here, so I'm kind of being reintroduced to this as well.
It's like you're handing somebody else's presentation.
Yeah. Investigate the final that has finally Pfeiffer goes west in American Tale Before Time.
Magunga.
Broke Magunga. So new enemy type. These are kind of like mechanically modified humans or like kind of other creatures. They're all kind of designed with express kind of utilities, usually something involving warfare. They're kind of built by crazed scientists as to be used as mercenaries and kind of like rented out to warlords and crazed despots. I don't want so Crow and I like kind of agreed that we really don't want there to be anything kind of cyberpunk in this. It's a very kind of World War kind of type of stuff. So
it is trench punk.
Yeah, I've been leaning more towards like Diesel and kind of Tesla punk style stuff. I've been looking at like some of like Frankenstein's Army and stuff like that. VHS has some cool kind of similar monstrosities. Just some more artwork. Been doing a bit more like kind of artwork of the mutators and what some of them can kind of mutate into. So I have this idea for these guys that once you damage them enough, you will roll a dice, or the game master will roll a die, and depending on what they roll, it will cause a random mutation that will cause the battle to get harder. So it might be something like their arm turns into a spiny tentacle, or they might grow humongous claws, or they might grow wings. And yeah. There's this one, this kind of like, I really like this design. Just not sure what to do with it. I don't know what to do with the big kind of head cone thing. I don't want it to be a laser, because that's kind of a bit too on the nose. So I was thinking maybe something like an electrical gun, or maybe even like an invisible heat cannon. So it like charges up, and then there's like an invisible wave of heat that just roasts you alive.
Because I mean, it does look like a fucking it looks like the like radiating fins on a goddamn like RTG.
Oh yeah, I hadn't realized that.
Yeah.
So some more kind of designs. I wanted to like work on the bunker buster design. I wanted to make her look a bit more kind of mechanically equipped. Like before, she was just kind of a big lady with a big gun. So I wanted her to be a bit more mechanical in nature, like her counterparts. So thought of kind of like humongous, like kind of missing arm and humongous, like fucking field gun replacing the arm, and thought of a little kind of these little goblin guys who kind of ride on her back and load the cannon while she's like fighting. Yay.
Yay.
Over here, this guy is, I've been calling them pagans. So they are another kind of mechanically modified enemy that you can only make a pagan from a person with psychic powers. And basically they're implanted with all of the upgrades to make their psychic powers insanely strong. So this kind of like gear is made from a metal that is better at conducting psionic energies. So it kind of acts as a big lightning rod for them. I did pretty good with the metal one. I think I did a pretty good job.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Which is usually I really suck at metal. Just some more sketches, kind of cool designs. This is the first version of the kind of the wife reincarnation monster. Here's another version. Doesn't have the huge kind of gun, but rather has this kind of bear trap clamp that covers a kind of a ghoulish face. Just kind of did some more work kind of modifying the sorcerer kind of enemy. I've renamed them from Swarm Lord to Sorcerer because I want them to be a bit more generalized in what they can do and not specifically only insects. That's about it. Do I have anything more? No, that's it. There's an issue on our end.
There was an issue on our end. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks.
Cool.
I like it.
Yahoo, Yahoo, Yahoo,
I still
Yahoo.
think that the lady's really hot.
Oh, the like the heat gun lady.
Yeah, she's like pyramid head for women lovers.
Yeah, I designed this and I was like, this design kind of fucking rocks.
Kinda.
There's something really kind of really. There's something kind of nice about like really. I think there's something kind of appealing about like really clashing styles. So like the nice kind of flowing kind of simple almost kind of gown clothes paired with this huge heavy mechanical like metal head kind of helmet thing. I partially got the idea from so there was this costume for the movie Videodrome by David Cronenberg. I think it was Cronenberg. And it didn't end up getting used in the movie because it almost like fucking killed the actor who was wearing it, because it was an exceedingly dangerous piece of equipment, but it looked a lot like this, and I kind of used it as the model for the helmet. And I think it came out. I think it's come out quite well. So this image, I was trying to put this image on here first, and I just ran into all these fucking problems where first I couldn't get a high enough resolution image because the website wouldn't let me download it directly, so I had to get it from Google Images and take a screenshot of it. And then I was trying to add it to this, and I was trying to stretch it to kind of make it fit, but it kept screwing everything up, and I accidentally added like an animation layer to it, and it just Canva just immediately started, and it just popped up this warning message. There was an issue on our end, and it just deleted Mark. So I was able to get the image of Mark back up, but there was an issue on our end, never left. So I took a screen cap of it and replaced the whole page just with this screen cap of there was an issue of just Markiplier handing you a blunt with there was an issue on our end.
There was an issue on our end.
Anyway.
Yay!
Yay! Yay! Yay! Yay!
Well, I better bring up my end now.
This is your turn.
I better hold up my end of the bargain.
Yeah.
Butter gum up my gubbity bobbin.
Better gum up Kabu.
Yep. Progress report. Hello.
Hold on, I'm trying to open it still.
Okay.
Hold on, no. Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Just okay. Okay. Progress report. Yay! I don't like. I'm starting to fucking lag. What's going on with my
Sorry,
shit?
that's me. I'm downloading onto your computer.
Can you stop
Hacking
peer-to-peer
the
downloading?
mainframe.
Can you stop hacking? Okay, let's look. Okay, what's going on?
You the shrimp picture.
Shrimp, sure. No, the shrimp. Mice applications for mice went out, and I applied to mice. I applied with 2 comics. First of all, Wild Magic Chapter 1, Unpack. So that'd be nice to have a print copy of that. But also, I've put together a new print edition of Lido, collecting 3 of the longer stories that I've done and reformatting them to fit on a large actual newsprint tabloid-sized paper.
Hell yeah.
Because I found a place online called the Newspaper Club, which I think they're based out of Europe or something, so I'd have to see how shipping is, that can actually do like short run newsprint printing for stuff. So yeah, I will hear back from Mice in August on whether I got it. And if I got it, I will be doing a lot of printing. That'd be crazy. Okay. All that's well and good. How's chapter 2 coming along then? What's happening with chapter 2 then? Okay. I have a plan. Here's my thumbnails.
Woo!
All 2 of them.
2.
I had that back in the last time that we did this, I was fresh off of a 5-week comics writing course, and I thought I had a plan for chapter 2, and then as soon as I was done with the course and was just kind of looking over the plans, I actually don't know what the hell I'm doing with this, so I had to kind of go back and start over and retool it. But I am sticking to the same core that I was exploring with that original plan, which is that this chapter 2 has to explore the question of, why is Amelia here? Why was Amelia dissatisfied with where they were previously? Why did they move here? Why are they studying weather now? And I decided a good way of having conversation there, is that something prompts them to have dinner at Ren and Ash's place. That's one part that I'm trying to work through right now, is kind of like, okay, how do I actually get up to them actually having dinner? Because Amelia wouldn't just like go there on their own. They wouldn't just do that on their own. Like Lum would have to be like, you are having dinner with my sister and her wife. Like, okay, shit, all right, okay, and that'd be good. I'm thinking that I want to try and make it so that each chapter explores at least one question about the perspective character for the section, which for section 1 is Amelia. So each chapter has to explore at least one question about Amelia and establish at least one thing about the world. With, you know, the first chapter basically being like, I mean, it was an introduction, so I didn't really have to answer a question yet. I just had to be like, here's some people, and a place. But I have to start actually showing things. I have to draw people into the world now. So I'm hoping that I can explore why Amelia is here, and also use this conversation with the older folks to sort of establish a bit of like, you know, past 20 some odd years history, kind of give some hints of like the like weather, the like climate catastrophe, and like talk about some spell work, establish that there are spells in this world. Yeah, that's actually the last slide of this presentation. I told you my thing was short. Yeah, that's what I got. Woo! Yeah.
So you had to give chapter 2 a twice over.
Hopefully, there isn't an increasing amount of rewrites for each chapter. Well, I mean, technically, chapter 1 had like a couple years of rewrites, if you really think about it. Just from the start of me going like, I want to make a comic, to me going, okay, I have something now. There were rewrites. I mean, I was rewriting it while I was drawing it, and that's what was pissing me off. So I have to do a little more writing on this. Back when I was doing the comics course, I actually found a pretty good rhythm for how to kind of like write a page by page rundown while I was thumbnailing, which felt pretty nice. So I have to keep trying with that, and see where that leads me. I don't know if Basil or Jess will stop by at this dinner or not. Maybe not, because I think that would actually start to overcomplicate things. Because it's like, okay, how many people am I introducing at a time? I could save them for chapter 3. Woo!
Hell yeah.
Yay. Oh.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Yay.
Yay! So that's it.
That's it. It's good.
Yahoo!
It's yay.
It's yay. Straight up. And that's
Straight up
progress. It's progress.
yay. And that's been progress.
And that's
We
been
did it.
progress. We did it, everybody.
We did progress.
We did progress.
Yay.
Yay!
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Thank you all. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks.
Thank all of you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. That's it.